So welcome to my messy accordion bench here. I'm restoring an old Hohner and decided that I would kind of make a video of what I've got so far. So obviously you can see it's in pieces here, kind of taking it apart. First thing I've done is I've removed all the pallets and cleaned those up. Those will end up going back on. I got the bass pallets and the treble pallets here. Those are all cleaned up. Those will end up going back on. Removed the keyboard. You can see that the keyboard has seen some better days. So I've got a new keyboard on the way. Then over here in my vinegar bath, I'm cleaning up the mechanisms. They are rather rusty. Purchased this accordion on eBay and kind of an impulse purchase. Didn't really recognize at the time just how damaged it was. I've already gone ahead and cleaned up the front grille. Looks a lot better than it did before. But the part that really needs some work are these bellows. These bellows are in really, really rough shape. So what I've done so far is I have basically stripped them down. So in the places where the leather gussets in the corners were bad, I have removed those gussets. So you can see here I've removed that gusset, removed that gusset, removed that gusset, removed this gusset here. But in some of the areas it was actually worse than that. So as you can see right here, we've got a split of the cardboard, and over here there were little bits of cardboard that were kind of rotting away in those spaces. So I have decided to try to salvage these. I know most people would just throw them away. I've taken off all of the tape, took off the corners that were here, got some new corners on the way to fix that. What I've got here is a wonderful cereal box. I prefer frosted mini wheats. Strawberry is awesome, but love the others as well. Anybody wants to send me any free ones, feel free. No, just kidding. So what I've done here is I've created some patches. So what I'm going to do is over here where we have this split, I'm going to turn this one upside down, and I'm going to put that inside here and shim it up there, and then glue that in so that we've got a nice patch in there, so that gap's no longer open for when we put our gusset in. And then on these other sides, where we've got all of the damage, I'm going to take these cardboard pieces here and stick these in here, glue them in so they'll create a nice patch there for the leather to stick to. So I'm then going to I've got some nice thin deer skin in black. I just had this laying around, and this looks as good as anything else right now, so made myself a template and went ahead and cut a whole bunch of gussets. So I'm going to put those gussets on there, glue them down, and then the next thing I'm thinking is once I've got the cardboard patched and I've got the gussets down, it is currently Christmas season, and so thinking of going down and getting a roll of wrapping paper, something that'll look nice, not Christmassy obviously, but just something fairly plain, and then go ahead and repaper all of this as well. And then I've got some new bellows tape coming to go over this, and some corners to patch this area here. So this is just the first video with this Hohner. It's a pre-Pokerwork accordion. Just came in worse condition than I thought it was, so I'm just going to do some work to get this back into the condition that I think it should be. getting things cleaned up, and that's about where we are right now. Got some regular issues with the reeds. With the leathers are curling, so I've got all new leathers coming. We'll get those reeds tuned if they need to be tuned, but we'll replace the leathers, and on these longer ones at least put some of those reed supports. So it is quite beat up, but I think it is something that can be brought back. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try. If nothing else, then it's just time that's wasted here, right? Because with bellows like this, you're not going to get much out of the accordion. So just going to go through and do what I can, and I'll check back in and make another video to show you where we are at that point.